In this video, we're going to talk about the real estate market right here in Bonneville County, Idaho. Now, if you're new to me or you're new to this channel, my name is Annika Wilder and I'm a local real estate agent here in the eastern Idaho area. And Bonneville County serves Idaho Falls, Ammon, Iona, Yukon, and even Swan Valley in the eastern Idaho region. And so I personally think the market is doing great. I think it's balanced. I think there are buyers getting deals, there are sellers getting deals. And so in this video, we're going to talk about the entire real estate market for the entire first half of 2024. So January 1st to June 30th, 2024. We'll talk about what kind of homes are on the market, the most expensive home, the least expensive home, how many homes are on the market, how many have sold, how long does it take to sell, what is the average price for homes right now. We will talk about all of those things in this video. You ready? Let's go. If you're new to my channel and you want to know all there is to know about life in Idaho Falls and the surrounding areas, then hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and you'll be the first to know about all things life in Idaho Falls. All right, let's talk about the market so you don't have to wait any longer. Now, Bonneville County is not a huge county. In fact, it only has about 130,000 people and growing. People are moving here every day, but it's not huge. Just to compare, in Boise, which is the largest city in Idaho, has over 100,000 more than our entire Bonneville County, just to get you an idea of the size of market here. And for the sake of video and to keep things clean and simple, I want to only pull the data for single family homes for this part of what I'm going to talk about. And then I will talk about all the homes, all the listings that have sold and that are currently on the market. And I will jump on to Area Pro, which I'll talk about later, and talk about those data points. But first, let's talk about rates. Now, I'm not a lender, and so keep that in mind that rates vary depending on your credit score, your credit history, your credit usage, your down payment, your job history. I mean, there's so much that goes into getting qualified for a loan. So this is such a vague number, but to get you an idea, for the first half of 2024, I saw rates dip down for one of my clients who is a VA to about 5.75 back in February, I believe. And then I've seen rates go up to 7.5, inching closer to 8%. But on average, we're really seeing that 6.5 to upper 6% range pretty steady for the entire first half of this year. And a lot of people are saying that that will probably be the case for the rest of the year. And some professionals are saying that rates might not dip for another year or two. So if you're thinking about waiting, think about what the cost of waiting is, and I do have a video about that, so definitely check that out if you're kind of wondering if you should wait to buy or invest now. There's definitely pros and cons, but that's in the other video. All right, now I want to show you the least expensive home that sold in Bonneville County, which happened to be in Idaho Falls. This home right here, this cute little 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, sold for $159,000. Now this one, as you can tell as I scroll through these pictures, it needed a lot of work, but this will just get you an idea on the very low end of the homes that have sold. And this one was probably picked up by an investor who's going to fix it up and flip it, would be my guess. I don't actually know. It could be someone who just wanted to get into a home and maybe they're fixing it themselves to live in it more comfortably, but it did need some work. Now keep in mind, I wanted to show a range of homes, but the average price in Bonneville County is $400,000. But I did want to show this lower price range of anything under $200,000 in a single family residence will probably need some work or it'll be very small. So keep that in mind. As you go up, the things and the type of home will start changing. Okay, so now let's check out the most expensive home that sold in Bonneville County in the last 6 months. This one was this stunning 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom, over 10,000 square feet home on 5 acres sold for almost $2 million at $1.9 million. As I scroll through these pictures, you'll see that this home is a completely different league than, of course, the smallest home that sold in Bonneville County, but it is absolutely stunning, and these homes are selling as well. Now, I know that's two ends of the spectrum, and you're probably somewhere in the middle. And so let me show you some homes that are more on average of what people are looking for. So as I scroll through these homes, these are more of around the average price point of that $350,000 to $450,000 price range. And as I click through, you can see the pictures and see the prices and the square footage and the bedrooms and the bathrooms. And this is really the average home. And some are updated and some need some work, but overall, there's a lot of homes here in Bonneville County. As you can tell, there's a lot of different homes here in Bonneville County, and there is a price range for everyone. Now, I'm going to hop on something called Area Pro, which I mentioned. Area Pro is our sister company. It's our tech company. It's something that we own and partner with through Place, which is our real estate partner, and we track dozens and thousands of data points throughout the entire country. So you can get an overall view of the numbers of how the market is doing. Okay, here is Area Pro. And I love Area Pro because not only do we get this overall view of Bonneville County, and we have multiple counties, multiple areas that we track, but for this video, we're just doing a Bonneville market update. And as you can tell, we've got our Anderson Hicks logo here, and we're powered by Place, and Area Pro is one of our tech companies. If you scroll down, this is the entire real estate market overview for Bonneville County for the last 6 months. And so I clicked all of the price ranges because I wanted to get an overall view first. So over here, the first thing I noticed is that we have a 2.8 month supply of inventory. All this means is if no other homes came on the market right now, we would sell all the homes on the market in about 2.8 months in Bonneville County, of course. We have 348 active listings. Average days on market is 61. We have 184 pending, and our pending ratio is 53%. Next is our sold. So in the last 6 months, we have sold 750 properties with an average days on market of 49 days, and the average sold per month is about 125 a month. And the price, the percent of the list price is 99%, which means if a house was listed at $400,000, it sold for about 99% of that list price. So we're pricing it really well. We're still selling 125 homes on average per month, and with a very healthy days on market, and 750 homes already in the last 6 months is great. Yes, inventory is lower than it's been in the last couple of years, but we are still seeing a lot of activity. So over here, you can also see the sold activity in a form of a graph. So in this price range, 200 and under, we had 35 properties sold. So if anyone's wondering if there's any affordable homes for first-time home buyers or investment property opportunities, there were 35 that sold under $200,000. I already mentioned the one that sold for $159,000. That was a little rough, but there are some that aren't as rough. And then 200 to 250, we sold 45, 250 to 300, 104. And it's going up, as you can tell. That's the average price is around this 350 to 400 mark. That's the most homes we sold in the last 6 months is in this price range of 350 to 400. And we sold 147 in the last 6 months. Then it goes down a little bit as you go up in price. As you can tell, it jumped up a little bit here, which has been very interesting. We were just talking about this on our team that we're having a lot of activities in the 500,000 price range. As you can see, 86 properties sold in that 500 to 600,000 price range. Then it goes down, of course, as you go a little bit higher. There are fewer people in these price ranges. We did have 2 that sold in this price range from 1 million to 1.25, and then anything over 1.25 million, we had 4 properties sell in the last 6 months. And I mentioned that one that was 1.9 million. That 6-bedroom, 6-bath house that was absolutely beautiful, 10,000 square feet. So you can kind of get a general idea of what homes are selling for, how fast they're selling, and what the average price point is. And the 350 to 400,000 price range is still a really great price range. As I mentioned before, there are some beautiful homes. They range from, around 1,500 square feet to 3,000 square feet in this price range. So there are options. They range in older homes that need some work to older homes that have been renovated to even brand new homes. And so you definitely have a lot of options in our market right now. If we go down a little bit lower, we have these are some other numbers right now. Our average price that's active is $557,000. The pending is $498,000. The ones that closed, the final list price, as you can tell, we have 97% of the list price on average. So with that said, this is the average price for the Bonneville County area. So $403,000. So right on that 400 mark. And the sold price is not too far off, 97%. So $398,000, really, really close to what we're seeing up here, like I said, is that popular price range. Now, if we click in, we can go a little bit deeper. So I clicked the 350 to 400 price range, and we can get in a little bit more granular here. So 29 properties sold for $350,000 to $360,000, $360,000 to $370,000. We had 24 properties. This one was the most at 47 properties sold between $370,000 and $380,000, and then it goes back down a little bit more from there. So we do track a lot of data on our team, and so if you ever have any questions about what the market is doing and what home prices are selling, what the days of market are, and this is actually really interesting. If you look here, when we zoom into this data and go over to the left, our month supply inventory changed. And right now we have 52 active listings and the average days on market is 50. And if you look at sold, the average days is 35. So if you're in the 350 to 400,000 price range, your days on market is actually a lot less than that 49 that we saw on the previous screen for the entire county. And so this is something to keep in mind if you're looking in these price range, the 400 and lower price ranges, then your days on market might be a lot less, which means we need to work quickly. We need to be willing to close quickly because that's how fast these are moving. However, if we go up to a larger price point, let's go up to the 700 to 800,000 price range, your month supply inventory goes up, almost doubled, or it did double, 4.8 months supply inventory in this price range, 43 days on market for active listings, and for the last 6 months, 62 days on market for those that have sold. So it's taking twice as long to sell twice the house in value, which is a good way to look at it. If we go over to that 500 to 600 price range, we're kind of similar here. So 62 days on market on average for the active listings and for those that have sold. And we have a 4.5 month supply of inventory. So again, if no other homes came on in this 500 to 600 price range, then it would take 4.5 months to sell all of these homes. So what does all of this mean if you are thinking about buying in Idaho Falls or the surrounding area or selling somewhere in Bonneville County? Well, in some price ranges, it's very much a seller's market. That 300,000 and under price range is a seller's market. In Area Pro, it shows that 25 houses are sold per month in the 350 to 400,000 price range. So there's a lot more homes that are turning over a lot more quickly in that price range, and sellers are able to sell and get out and move on and upgrade or whatever it is they want to do a lot quicker than those in the 700 and up price range. In the 700 to 800,000 price range, there are only on average selling about 2.3 houses a month. And so if you're thinking about selling and you're in a hurry, just maybe know that it could take a little while, because in an entire course of a month, if only 2 homes are selling and you're trying to sell one of them, it could take a little bit longer. It might not, but just something to keep in mind. In that $500,000 to $600,000 price range, there are about 14 homes being sold per month on average. So it's such a wide difference in price ranges and markets. There's markets within markets. And so what this means is for buyers, if you're looking in that $300,000 price range or even under that, you'll want to be pre-qualified. You'll want to save up a down payment, save up for closing costs, because it is more of a seller's market. That doesn't mean that sellers aren't willing to work with buyers right now, because I see it every day that sellers are willing to pay for closing costs and work that into the purchase price. That is definitely the case. But keep in mind that this is something that you'll want to prepare for. Whereas if you're in the $700, $800 million price range, those are taking some time to sell. And if the sellers are in a hurry, you might have more of an advantage as a buyer. And it's very similar as a seller. If you're thinking about selling a higher end home, it could take longer. If you're thinking about selling a $300,000 home, you better start packing now, because it'll probably sell quick. So right in that middle of that 60 days on market for the $506,000 price range, this is where a lot of activity is happening in Bonneville right now. And I think that will continue to happen because builders, Castle Rock, Fall Creek, Copper Creek, Rockwell Homes, a lot of these big builders out here are building between $450,000 and $550,000 homes, some with basements, some without basements. And so there's a lot of activity there. I do think that there is a home for everyone. And there are also a lot of homes that are not actively on the MLS. You won't find them on Zillow. There are pocket listings. There are homes being built that are not active yet. So it's important to partner with a real estate agent if you have questions about what other homes are there that I'm not seeing, because I promise you there are more in every price range. I know of some that are coming on the market, that are being held or trying to be sold privately, that are getting fixed up right now, and then that are being built. So there's a lot of different homes. I call that hidden inventory. So if you have questions about anything in this video, the market data, homes being sold, if you would like to sell a home, or if you're thinking about moving to this area, please reach out. Give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. All my information is in the description below, and I'll be happy to help. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope to see you in the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.